I just had a very exciting interview with one of the leads from community growth and ecosystem management over at Dynex. I'm very excited to talk to you guys about Dynex here a little bit today, as well as the broader decentralized science ecosystem. We have a very exciting Tuesday morning or midday live stream. Welcome in, everyone. Axon is ripping, Data Lake is ripping, Galleon's ripping, Genomes DAO is ripping, NOBL is ripping. Let's go. It's about time. Finally, a breath of life into this such a depressing moment in the entire broader crypto markets. DeSci is sitting at $465 million market cap. Good morning, Truth. Good morning, Zach. Good morning, Jacob. You already liked the live stream. That's how you know you are dedicated to the cause. The neck today was a little bit stiff, but I decided to do a morning yoga with Amanda this morning, and so we had a good time getting everything not as stiff and not as rigid so that I could actually be lively here today and not be in excruciating pain, which is exciting. And like I said, I already had an hour-long conversation about neuromorphic quantum computational clouds. So my brain is firing on all cylinders. I've taken 3 different nootropics that I'm aware of, and I just ate breakfast. So we're here. We're gonna have a good live stream. I hope you guys grow out your popcorn and your notepads, honestly, because we're going to go through a lot of different things. And if you are new here, we go live Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, to talk about crypto, the economy, and most importantly, decentralized science. So first thing I wanted to talk about today is not the morning yoga. All right, Zach. We're trying to take this and make it a safe for work live stream, so I need the mods to get in here and regulate the conversation flow. What'd you have for breakfast? Good question, actually. I had an English muffin. You got my brain all riled up now. It was real yoga, Zach. I had an English muffin. I had eggs, which had Greek yogurt, a little bit of Colby Jack cheese, eggs, bacon, onion, and mushroom with some tomatoes. So what I did is I took and this is basically my standard breakfast. So I took bacon and I cooked it in the pan, and I rendered out I rendered out all of the bacon grease from the bacon, made it nice and crispy. I took the bacon to the side, and in the bacon grease, I tossed some onions, mushrooms, and if we have cherry tomatoes, I'll put them in there. And I like to fry them with a little bit of salt until the tomatoes start popping, because they're so hot inside. And once they start popping is when I know that everything is ready to go, and I toss the eggs in there I take it off the heat, put a little bit of Greek yogurt in there, mix it around until it becomes this nice slurry, and then I put it back on the heat and slowly mix on and off like Gordon Ramsay does until I get a nice, delicious, moist scrambled egg. And then I put that over the English muffin, and it is unreal. You had a full-on breakfast. Every morning, my guys, every morning I get up, I have my water, I go outside, I touch some grass, I stare at the sun, I have some coffee, I have something to get my brain running, and then I take a stimulant, and then I have some breakfast. That's basically my morning routine as much as I can. And today we integrated some yoga, but enough about me. All right. Thank you guys for asking. I hope you guys all enjoyed that, and we can talk about it as much as you guys want. Right now, I want to talk about Dynex. Dynex right here. Okay. I talked about this with the person that I interviewed. I can pull up who it was. Let me go ahead and let me duplicate this and tell you guys who it is that I was talking with, so that you guys get an understanding that I did not just get this information from some random guy on the internet. So Yeti here. Yeti is Web3 security auditing, merging human AI auditing. This guy is the person from Dynex who runs their ecosystem growth and is head of security. So he is extremely knowledgeable on the subject and very in the know when it comes to Dynex. And so I asked him specifically about this because Dynex recently had the highest recorded quantum volume ever by anything in the history of mankind. And it wasn't just by like, oh, they increased it by 50%, which would be enormous. It wasn't just, oh, they doubled the amount of quantum volume. They didn't triple it. No, this number that you see here is this is multiples on top of the pre-existing. Okay, so this is hundreds, thousands, millions, billions, trillions, quadrillions, quintillions, septillions, sextillions, octillions, nonillions. This is 1.2 nonillion quantum volume. This is 10 to the 80th orders of magnitude higher than the previous record set by Quantinum. And Quantinum is from Microsoft and Azure. This is their quantum computing cloud. And IBM, you guys know IBM. So this is not just like other crypto projects out there or no names. This is them competing with the biggest of big dogs in existence. And earlier this year, Dynex beat NVIDIA with their quantum computing simulated cloud by an order of magnitude as well, in which they were able to take, which had previously the record was set at a computational ecosystem or like network of 1,000 qubits. And they were able to do a computation with 10,000 qubits, which is 10 times as powerful in the quantum realm. And this is not a linear scale, this is a logarithmic scale. So an order of magnitude on a log scale is a lot more than an order of magnitude on a linear scale. Hopefully this makes sense to you guys. I mean, I know I'm talking like a million miles an hour right now, but understand that this is not, they didn't just beat this because no one's ever tried to do how much quantum volume they can do. They beat this because the current ecosystem, the current competitors are working in the realm of like, we have 500 GPUs in our network and we can do all these crazy cool computations with 500 GPUs. Dynex has 100,000 GPUs. And so this, according to Yeti, is a real metric that they beat, not just something that they made up to say, look at how good we are. This is not a marketing stunt. This is literally just how much more powerful Dynex is than the current competitors. That makes sense? That makes sense? I know I threw out some numbers. I probably lost some of you guys when I was going through the 100,000, million, billion, trillion, quadrillion, quintillion. But if any of you guys have ever played those apps on your phone with like the tapping of the cookies, you guys know what app I'm talking about? You guys should all have it stored in your head, the logarithmic scale. Hundreds, thousands, millions, billions, trillions, quadrillions, quintillions, sextillions, you know? Those big numbers. I know most of you guys don't, but if any of you guys know what I'm talking about, make sure you smash that thumbs up button, because this is a very niche live stream. Yes, all right, thank you, DeSci. Machine, let's go, Mohammed. DeSci. Machine, let's get into some DeSci stuff, because while Dynex is DeSci, it's not moving in the slightest. Dynex did not move off of my interview with them, shockingly, but I haven't published it. You guys can keep an eye out. On Saturday, I will be posting the interview that I just had with him, and we'll probably do some more in the future too, because it was a very insightful interview. Dynex is still currently sitting just under $30 million in market cap, with the high up at $1.25. A little bit of a sneak peek is that they have been talking with some centralized exchanges to get listings, because right now you got to jump through hoops to get any Dynex, but that's the benefit, right? If you are willing to put in that work and jump through those hoops, you have the opportunity to get into something before it becomes really easy for everyone. And that kind of logic is what is sending a lot of the different cryptos out there, like AXGT right now. Axon DAO, anyone? Up 30%? Up to 25 cents per coin. Let's go. We were just at 10 cents like a week ago. Let me pull up the actual, like some good charts now for it. And I have a lot more to talk about when it comes to Dynex, but I want to go through the broader market first before we come back and talk about Dynex anymore. So AXGT. Axon was literally sitting at 10 cents just a couple weeks ago. I think it was last week, right? And look at that clean breakout. Let's go into the hourly and get some views on this thing. So while I was hoping for us to see a 7-cent Axon, I do not think we will come back down to this territory. I think this was the initial liftoff. Unless we see some broader economic collapses, okay, I think that this is liftoff, and this comes with two different things that people are getting excited about when it comes to Axon. So we have the investment that they're trying to search for right now, and rumor on the street is that NVIDIA is going to be investing into Axon. I have not found any sources to confirm this, but that doesn't matter in crypto. It's the rumor that sends the price, and the teasing that they've been doing of getting listed on a major centralized exchange. Now, probably shouldn't say this, but I know what exchange it is. I'm not telling you guys, I just wanted to brag a little bit. I just wanted to brag. I probably shouldn't have said it, but it's too late. I already said it, and the internet's forever. So this is what the rally's kind of been about. And this breakout that we just saw, which is a super clean breakout, like, can we just admire that for a second? If you're a trader, you ate that up. If you are trading, you ate that up. Let's look at that. It broke out and just immediately started taking off. There wasn't even a retest or anything. Can't trust any secrets with this guy. No, you cannot, C90 FTW. If you want something accidentally leaked, go ahead and tell me, and I will do my best not to, but it probably will eventually get accidentally leaked. But that is also a marketing ploy that you and your team of founders can take into consideration. Accidentally leak information. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not going to tell you, though, so this one is safe. Because I'm trying to get back in their good graces. Because, like it or not, despite Axon having actually like kind of cucked me in my company in the past, I still think that they are one of the industry leaders. And I like what they're doing and I want to follow it, regardless as to how I may or may not have been treated, or if we think we deserved it or not. I don't care. At the end of the day, Axon is one of the DeSci leaders. And yeah. They're doing it. They're doing it. They're literally dragging the entire industry by the neck and bringing it up. CIA would hate this guy. I sold my last Axon at 11 cents last week. RIP truth. Moan of silence. Thank you for your sacrifice to allow us to go up. Somebody had to do it. I hate to be that guy, but that's how it works in the market, right? Somebody has to sell at the bottom for us to finally go up. And I appreciate it being you. I've offered a couple times with stuff like Wolf. I've asked people holding Wolf, if they want Wolf to go up, I can sell. And when I get out of stuff, it usually starts taking off. I know you're feeling that right now, Truth. Tell us in Discord, maybe. Let's see. Let's see. According to my stream analytics right now, there are 10 concurrent viewers on this live stream. Let's go to YouTube, and if we have 10 likes, then I will toy with the idea of informing you guys. We only have 5, so I hate to be that guy, but you had one opportunity. Please stop that noise. I don't like that noise. Does the exchange rhyme with join case? No, it doesn't. No DeSci stuff's getting on join case. Let's just be real. I hate to be that guy, but this is how I know Patrick isn't a Fed. He would have leaked those nuke codes by now. You right. You right. It's not safe. Nothing is safe with me. I just get too excited and I can't stop myself in the moment. I just get too excited. If I have something I want marketed, I would tell Patrick it's a secret. Oh man. As far as now, like Genomes DAO, or not Genomes, Axon is literally pulling up the entire market, which is how you know it's one of the industry leaders. But Data Lake right now, what is happening? Who's got the scoop on? When I zoom out, it doesn't look like anything's happening, which is a good indication of how much more room we have to run. Like if you're, let's just take a second. If you're sitting there going, damn it, I missed it on Data Lake. I can't believe I fumbled another one. I can't believe I missed it. Let's just take a look at this for a second and acknowledge that yes, it's up 44% in the last 24 hours, but what is the percent back? We still have 1,000% to get to all-time highs. Are you joking? Yes, it's up 44%, but if you believe in something like Data Lake and you believe that we're going back to those all-time highs that we saw earlier this year / end of last year, then you have to also believe that buying at these prices now at a $10 million fully diluted, under $5 million in circulating market cap is a steal. Data Lake was getting disrespected left and right. This is still a disrespectful price. Anything under a penny is a steal for Data Lake, especially if you are like me and under the impression that we're going to like 30 cents with this thing. It's not stopping at 5 cents. It's not. It's not. 8 likes, 9 views. All right, that's closer. That's closer. But it ain't 10 though, my guys. It ain't 10, Steven. It ain't 10. Ah, crap. Amazon guy just tossed my package on the sidewalk, just sitting there for anyone to steal. BRB, you gotta drive home now. RIP. RIP. You gotta leave a sign out and some cookies for them. Be like, hey guys, go ahead and just please leave it somewhere that I don't have to worry about it. I am going to go over and look at data lake though and see why it's rallying so much. What else is currently running for DeSci? We got Data Lake, we got Axon, we got Galleon, which I don't pay much attention to. ETI, you know, I had a dream. Was it ETI? No, so in my brain, I categorize Rejuve, Amex, CTI, and ETI in kind of that same category of DeSci where I'm like fascinated, but I've not pulled the trigger to actually even look into any of them. Like they're all in the DeSci category, but I've not actually opened positions in any of them. So in my brain, they're all kind of in the same category. And I had a dream last night that I think it was Amex. It was either Amex or ETI, ripped like crazy, like actually had some massive breakthrough. And it ended up skyrocketing to be one of the top leaders in the industry. So I think it's time, like those, I usually have those dreams, and whether or not you guys believe in psychic stuff, I usually have those dreams with some semblance of truth. You dream about trades. Absolutely. Absolutely. Last cycle, I had a dream that I was talking to someone about my investments in crypto, and they were like, how did you make so much money? And I had a dream that I told them I made it in, shit, it'll come back to me. Hold on. This is actually important because it ended up being a very successful trade, and I did it literally just based off this dream. It was one of the top coins from last cycle. The crazy part about this dream is that I did not know this coin existed, and I had a dream that I told someone about it, and I went and I looked it up and I purchased that coin, and I made a ton of money. And so I need to find this coin because it just is hysterical, because that is just how random. Tezos. I did not know, I was so early in crypto, I did not know that Tezos existed, and I had a dream that I made a ton of money in Tezos, and it was back in 2020. I think it was right in here. At the end of 2020, I was like, I don't know, I bought this crypto called Tezos. I didn't know it existed. And so I went online, I looked at it, and I was like, oh shit, Tezos is actually one of the big dogs. Like Tezos is there. So I bought it, and I think I sold it, I want to say I sold it above $5. So I didn't make crazy gains, but I did like just double up my money on a dream, which is pretty crazy if you think about it. That is kind of crazy. But let's look at Data Lake. I think they've got some announcements. I see Axon has a space with Dr. Godek tomorrow. Really? Hell yeah. Dream about meeting me in St. Pete next week. RIP, Steven. I ain't in St. Pete anymore. I'm in Atlanta, an hour out of Atlanta. Ah, XTZ, good old backing. Yes, a throwback to the times of cycles prior, when XTC was one of the ones that you would play. You couldn't pay me to touch this one now. I wouldn't even remotely think about buying into XTC now, but in the past. Don't get that Atlanta flu. Too late, my guy. I got sick as hell. 10 likes are in. All right, Chris. Okay. Who just came on with their alt accounts to go like the live stream? One of you guys did. Yesterday we peaked at 10 concurrent viewers, so let's see if we can get to 11 or 12 today. I might just have to leak it ahead of time. I've been trying to mend relationships with Chris and Mac, but that might get thrown out the window just in the name of leaking information. Let's see. All right. Focus, Patrick, focus. Data Lake. As we enter launch phase, all eyes are on the launch of the chain, and so should be yours. You can tell that someone whose second language is English wrote this one. For the time being, all posts related to Data Lake Chain posted within our marketing bounty will be awarded with extra points. All right, say less, guys. I'm gonna be pumping out Data Lake content. This looks like one of those scam websites where it's like, quickly, send us 1 ETH and we will double it and send it back. You only have this much Data Lake left to send out. Please, I'm stressing out already. This is funny though. You think they'll give me any points? I'll look into this after. I've made a lot of content about them. Low key, part of the reason why people know them so much, I've put them onto a lot of people. So I think that they are launching right now, or they're pumping right now based off of this from yesterday, where their test net is finally starting to look like it's going live, right? So that makes sense. This is a huge step for DeSci. And Data Lake, I literally posted this the other day in response to someone. Data Lake is getting disrespected at the current prices. Let me see. Oh, this was crazy too. Wait till you guys hear the interview. The quantum LLM is something that he was telling me that all of OpenAI can fit within this quantum LLM that they have created with Dynex. All of OpenAI. The next iteration of OpenAI, all of it, can fit within their quantum large language model, which is mind-numbing. Hold on, bear with me. I want to find proof. Yeah, right here. Lake isn't even undervalued. It's flat out being disrespected right now. A $3.67 million market cap is disrespectful for Data Lake. Called that September 11th. And it's pumping now. I think that was the bottom. It was close to the bottom. I'll take that. I think that's the bottom. Lay it in foundation right now. I think that was the bottom for Data Lake. I think that's it. We're starting to go back up. This is what we're experiencing right now, is the breakout rally that we have all been waiting for. This is the time to shine, baby. This is it. Let's go see how the portfolio is doing. It is currently up 8.3% on the day. Let's go, baby. Up just marginally on the week. And the charge is being led by Axon, of course. Data Lake, actually, but I don't have much in Data Lake. Axon, of course. And I've sold out of these. Let's go. Even NOBL's up. That's how you know the market's doing well. Even my boy NOBL BLOX is up. Caspa's up. TARS is up. And this has all to do with the fact that Bitcoin is breaking out. I mean, I know yesterday I posted this guesstimation as to what was going to happen with Bitcoin, and I was hoping that it would play out, honestly, but I will be happy to be completely wrong with this one. If we can see Bitcoin break out above this resistance that we've been facing, now it's a big day today. They would have to actually close positive today and then tomorrow in order for us to validate going back up to maybe 67,000, right? Back to the top of the channel, and not just continue to validate this rejection. We need 2 more days of closing at these prices, which is possible. However, you do have to bear in mind what is happening tomorrow, guys. What is happening tomorrow? Who remembers? We're getting the Fed futures. We're getting the rate cut tomorrow. So in 25 hours and 31 minutes, we will be getting a rate cut. The market is predicting a 50 basis point rate cut. However, no, wait a second. Yeah, it is. The market right now is predicting a 50 basis point rate cut, but not with 100% certainty. This is a flip-flop. The market, the Fed can do either or right now. The Fed does not have that solidification. So one thing I always preach to you guys about, okay, one thing I'm constantly bombarding everyone on the line about is when we come time to the Fed decision time, are we going to get a rate cut? Are we going to get a rate hike? Are they going to hold it the same? Everyone always panics. And no, you can come to this tool and see what they're going to do. However, this only applies if it is above a 75% likelihood. So the Fed has always done what the market predicts according to this rate prediction algorithm or future. if there is a 75 to 80% likelihood or higher. Right now it being at 62 to 38, we're gonna have to watch to see if anything happens between today and tomorrow to indicate to us with a higher degree of certainty. But right now there is not that certainty. So we're still up in the air as to if we get 25 basis points or 50 basis points. I think that the market is not going to like either of them, to be honest. I don't think the market's going to respond well to either of them. I think I'm still leaning towards a 25 basis point from the Fed because they have to prove that they've not been dead wrong. If they held this high for this long and then immediately slashed down 50 basis points, I think it signifies to everyone that they're not 100% certain on the decisions that they've made, and so they got to quickly soften everything up. So I would like to see 25, but we will just have to wait and see because ultimately it's up to them. I think if they did a 50 and then said maybe they're going to stay here for a little bit and we're very dovish doing a 50, but it's hard to be hawkish with your actions and dovish with your words and actually convey that message appropriately. And remember, hawkish versus dovish. Like a hawk is very aggressive animal, a dove is very soft animal, and so cutting rates quickly would be very dovish. And holding strong would be very hawkish, right? We'll see, because dove soft on the economy, hawk hard on the economy. We will see. We will see. But either way, DeSci's pumping, and you know your boy's happy when DeSci's pumping. Give me that old hawk Tua. The Fed's about to give us that hawk Tua on the market. We'll see. Axon $1 in October. I would probably be one of the happiest people on the planet if Axon went to $1 during October. It's not off the table. Let's just be real clear here. You see how quickly we just moved? In the span of a week, in the span of 9 days, we just went up from 10 cents to 25 cents. That's a 15-cent movement. So by the end of the month, we could be back up at these all-time highs again. Yeah, and I still think the Axon has ways to go. I think we're going to $5 this cycle, minimum. That's crazy. That's some good ass returns. Do you guys have price predictions? Again, I think it leads the market. The DeSci market, I think, is going to be led by Axon. I hope that we see the Bio XYZ sale, the Bio Protocol sale come out very soon. I think that word on the street is that it'll be out by the end of the year. So they have 1 quarter to finish all of the rounds of sales. And in that time, we're also going to see the Poseidon sale. And we're going to see the WellShare Health sale. That's what is coming when in the world of decentralized science. We can talk about ICP if you guys want to a little bit. I think I'm going to save that for a little bit because we have 13 concurrent viewers right now, which is a high since I started streaming again. So if you guys are new here, I go live Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Back at the start of the year when DeSci was ripping the first time, I was going live very consistently and we were averaging a pretty good amount of healthy viewership. I stopped and DeSci tanked. I stopped going live around here, I think it was in March, and DeSci tanked. So now that I'm back, we're seeing DeSci go up. I'm not saying I'm the cause, but I am saying that there's a correlation. And when there's smoke, there's fire. But I'm just excited to be back, and I'm excited to see the market start to rally again. And I think a lot of projects are waiting for Bitcoin to break out above this trend to launch any of their projects and any of their tokens. And so now hopefully we can see that before the end of the year. I'm hoping October is when we start to see that. Bullish on Pat Streams, let's go. CZ is out in 2 weeks as well. Shit, I forgot about that. So CZ coming out is super bullish on DeSci. Sorry, I burped from my Alani energy drink. And I'm gonna make a ton of videos actually today, I think, in anticipation of what's happening out there, because if you guys are unaware, right now, most of the DeSci projects are in Singapore and they're making content. They're making a lot of content right now. And so I'm very excited because it's like a DeSci summit for Token 2049 in Singapore, and we have a lot of content coming out. So this is super bullish. And if you have been paying attention to any of the content coming out, you've seen that Binance has their DeSci fund, which they are starting to get very vocal about. We see that Cointelegraph has a DeSci fund. I've talked to both of those organizations in Dubai about their involvement in DeSci, and they were very hesitant at that time, but now they're on the stage talking. Like at that time, you had to find them in the crowd and kind of like see what was going to happen. And if you guys remember, if you guys are in the DeSci Schiller's Telegram, which the link is in the bio of the video, if you guys are in the DeSci Schiller's Telegram, that logo that I have is the logo of what my DeSci project was going to be that I had to put on hold to focus all of my efforts on BLOX Solutions and making content. And I was talking to them about hopefully one day maybe investing into what I was doing with that logo, SciPad. That's all come to a halt, but that's why I was in communications with them. And they're excited, and seeing that they're maintaining a presence in the space is incredibly bullish for us overall. So I should post my Bio XYZ shirt. I got not one this cool, but I got one going. And I saw something from Catalyst, so we're going to go to Molecule Catalyst because I think that they have a new thing out. If I read that correctly, they might have a new project funding. Yeah, here it is. Prima Donna. Coming soon. This one's currently fundraising. So this is Pumped Up Fund for DeSci. They just launched it. Nobody's given any funds to it yet, which means that I'll do this after the live stream. I'm going to put some money into this because right now one Ethereum is getting 114,000 IPTs. And this is me gambling. Just to be completely clear with you guys, this is me gambling. However, this is Pumped Up Fund for DeSci. And so by funding this individual's research, you get IP tokens. These IP tokens are ownership into the intellectual property that could be generated from this individual's research. And we've had several go through here so far, and I've contributed to a good chunk of them. Not all of them, but I've contributed to most of them. And what you'll see is like I got in down here. And so I'm already up like 400% on my initials into this research project. Now I can't take it out. I have to wait until it finishes the bonding curve. Just so that you're aware, you can't just trade in and out like I thought you would be able to. Once you give the money to the researcher, it's in there and you get IP tokens, and then you'll be able to sell the IP tokens once it goes live on the market, which will happen if they complete the sale of all IPTs. And so getting in, like, yeah, I'm gonna look into this one a little bit more and see if it's something I agree with, but odds are I will be getting into this one. I don't want any of you guys front running me on that though. Good. Because all you're gonna do is raise the price for me. I don't want any of you guys front running me on that, MFers. SciPad was gonna be partnered with CoinRock, right? Yes, SciPad was going to be created with CoinRock, and we were talking with both Binance and Cointelegraph. And yeah, we were in conversations with a lot of people to try and get some things moving with it, but bullish on pet streams. I already read that, but I'm going to read it again. This is a good live stream, guys. There's a lot of good information coming out of this live stream. I wish that I could express to you how bullish I am on Dynex, especially after that call that I had with them. Like, they're working. Here he is. This is the guy I interviewed. You know, he was interviewed by the NASDAQ. That's him with the NASDAQ behind him. He was asked questions about Dynex for the NASDAQ. Like, they're not just some small little thing that's happening. They are the industry standard. They are like setting the industry a spark globally, not just in crypto, for quantum computational cloud. That's crazy. That is crazy. And the jobs, I think I got it, yeah. We're only 17 days. We're halfway through the month of September, and they already have had more jobs this month than last month. This is a trend we caught on early in June. We started talking about this trend. Like, this trend is just starting to pick up. And it's huge. It's huge. But the price hasn't moved. So the price not moving means nobody's paying attention yet, but the fundamentals increasing means I'm paying attention. And if I'm paying attention, you're paying attention. And if you're paying attention, you've already hit that like button on the live stream. And if you have already hit that like button on the live stream, then give yourself a pat on the back because you made me happy. I don't know. 12 likes. Let's go, guys. This is good. We got some momentum. And look at that. Look at that. Ooh, ooh. This is beautiful. You guys have questions for me? Anything you want to ask, now would be an appropriate time for that. You guys still got me for another 20 minutes. Or if we're doing really well, I'll continue to be live and we can stay celebrating because I got nothing else but making content today. I'm feeling very hyped up, and if you can't tell. And so if you guys want to stay on the live stream with me, yeah, I'm more than happy to do that. I got a few more things that I wanted to address here today, and I'm trying to find if I left any tabs open. But most of it's just me bull posting about DeSci right now because DeSci is like, it's just about time. It's one of those industries. What is that? It's just one of those industries that nobody's paying attention to, and that's how you get those opportunities to make an egregious amount of money. Ew. My God, none of you guys are gonna tell me I look like that? How's that? DeSci is just one of those industries that nobody's talking about, and so because of that, if you can get in and start paying attention to the projects before people start talking about it, you stand to make outsized returns. And I think it's evidenced by what's happening with Axon DAO right now. Axon is ripping up 29.89% in the last 24 hours off of the idea or off of the news that they are getting a centralized exchange listing, right? And so that's just off the potential for more people to be aware of it and for more people to buy and sell Axon. Dynex is doing the same thing. Dynex is working on centralized exchange listings. And so right now what you have to do to get Dynex is go to Coinbase, buy some Bitcoin or Ethereum. Go to LBank, create an account, send your Bitcoin to LBank, exchange it for Dynex. Then go to Dynex's website, download their wallet, and take it from LBank to your private self-custody wallet for Dynex. That's a lot of steps, and a lot of people don't like doing that, and so they get excited over centralized exchange listings. And where Dynex is not an L2, it's not a token built on top of something, it is a coin on its own network, you get those opportunities to go ahead and go through all the steps and get in on something before everyone else can. We should poke around ETHScan and see who's buying Axon. I'm down, actually. Showing some leg. You damn right, boy. I went on a run yesterday. I'm feeling good. We're so back, baby. We're so back. You think DeSci rally is coming early into the bull run or at the end? So that's actually a really good question, Nil. And you're getting my brain thinking about it a little bit more. Because if we are to remain objective for a second, all right, and we are to think critically about what's happening, oh, I don't want to say it though. I don't want to say it. But when DeSci ran last time was right at the end of Bitcoin's rally. So if you look from November of 2023 until December of 2023, we saw DeSci start running, and we hit a peak on Research Coin, and I'm just using this as the index, in April of 2024. And if we come look at Bitcoin peaked in March, and then in April of 2024 is when we made that first lower high. And so from November to December, kind of a similar story actually. Bitcoin had a rally in November to December and then started chopping sideways. And we saw that first leg in DeSci, and then we saw that second leg in DeSci at the end of these rallies. And so the fact right now that we are seeing, let me delete this, get this out of here. The fact right now that what we're seeing is DeSci start to pop a little bit historically that has been a signal of the end of movements for Bitcoin. And so objectively looking at it, I would have to say that this could be the time before we see some big sell-off rather than initiation into the next leg. Does that make sense? Like, I'm looking at DeSci as a whole as kind of the top signal for Bitcoin. Not because I don't think it's got potential, but just because it's on the furthest out on the risk curve as you can go, kind of like NFTs last cycle. NFTs have got these really cool use cases and some amazing potential, but it marked the top of the cycles. You know? So, that's painful. Truth, is this frail in Discord? I forgot I was going to poke around Etherscan. Maybe today we'll tag you if I find anything interesting. I think you guys please go ahead and poke around on Etherscan, and I so wish right now that blocksolutions.app was live so that I could poke around on BLOX Solutions with you guys. That would be really fun and really cool, because BLOX Solutions is what I want you all replacing Etherscan with. We're going to set up our own RPCs as well, so that anytime you do any kind of transactions, you're going through blocks. But right now I believe it's only ref.blocksolutions.app, which is live, and that doesn't even look like it's fully live right now. Dun, dun, but you know what, it is live. It's live down here in the description. So right now we only have the referral program set up. Let me see how many of you guys are actually using it. Log in. We're sending an email. Because remember, BLOX Solutions is to replace Etherscan, SolScan, Bitcoin Scan, Polyscan, fill in the blank scan, and your portfolio tracker. So I won't have to use this anymore. I can just use blocks. Then when we're doing our sleuthing, I can just use blocks. We got 193 total referrals. So if you're not referring people right now, you don't have to do the pre-sale if you don't want to. It's a $200 discount. But if you're not referring people right now, you're missing out. I have 61,000 points on BLOX Solutions. If you're not accumulating these points, which you get from referring people, I do think that you will regret not paying closer attention to this in this moment. We'll see. I don't want to give away anything. I know it's hard for me not to, given that I'm literally the mole when it comes to projects telling me stuff. But yeah, we'll keep it at that. The goal hopefully is to get, like, instead of you having to do sleuthing, if you go to BLOX Solutions, the goal is to get that little AI chatbot in the corner that just pops up and is like, hey, you got any questions about the blockchain? And then instead of having to do sleuthing and look through the transactions for wallets, you could just go to the chatbot and be like, who had the biggest order of Axon in the last 72 hours? And then it just pops up. Who accumulated the most Axon in the last 72 hours? And it just pops up. What was the biggest transfer? And it just pops up. You get that ease of access when it comes to sleuthing. But let's go ahead and see. Is there an easier way to do this, you think? I guess I can go to holders and see if they've had any changes recently. 1% of the supply is crazy. 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 That was supposed to be me. It is crazy though that the top trader only made 200,000 off of this. Like, that's probably one of you guys watching this, to be honest. The top trader only made 200,000 off of a run to $1 billion fully diluted. Is kind of crazy. So the biggest buy order 30 minutes ago was $3,000. Then we had 2,000, 3,000, 7,000, 4,000, 7,000, 14,000. This guy bought $32,000 worth of Axon, sold 25,000. Gee, Don made $250,000. Then we got 9,000 from this guy. 26, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000. A lot of 2,000s. 5 and 9. We got A bot. Oh my God, this guy's got $129,000 worth of Axon and has not sold a penny. Who is this man? Holy shit. And they just be transferring it to new wallets. It was funded by this wallet. He's got a lot of Matic, Chainlink, Aave, Uniswap, Graph. So this is somebody, this is like a big money wallet. Big money usually has stuff like that. It's funded by this wallet, which is funded by this wallet, which has got a lot of money in it. Mostly Tether. Not to say that these are all the same person's wallet, but there is the possibility. Is that Ryan's wallet? Imagine I'm doxing one of you guys. I could be. No, I've gone too far back at this point. But what I also I know I keep talking about blocks, but this is the exciting part about blocks is like what I just did, we're clicking back, and not being able to keep a paper trail like that. I want to make like one of those huge bubble maps for blocks as well that just continues to check and balance everything. And so like basically exactly what bubble maps looks like right now when you're tracking funds, I want that incorporated in blocks as well. Very, very solid thing to do. We need NOBL TP go up. Yes, we do. Crypto keep. Please, NOBL. It's up 6%, but we need it to go up more. So they're on a buying spree right now. 3 ETH, 2.5 ETH, 2.5 ETH. Whoever owns this wallet is on a pretty big buying spree. But here's the thing. One thing that Etherscan does not have, but is available, is I want to know how much tokens they bought, amount in ETH. I want to know how many dollars worth of Axon they bought 9 hours ago. I want to know what this universal router is for on Uniswap. They know. The blockchain knows exactly what they bought, but Etherscan's not showing it. Blocks will. Blocks is going to show that. Blocks will show the amount of tokens and price that they spent on tokens at the time and current valuations. Blocks is supposed to be as simplified of a block explorer experience as you can possibly get to make this easier to do. And then you won't have to even leave for charting. Like this is all just going to be on the same website as charting. So I should be able to open up like it'll have a pop out feature. I'll pop it out and put it over on my other monitor screen and then have the transactions list there and have a big chart here. And so I can do this more effectively. This person, come on, bought $18,000 worth, has sold 12,000. So they got a big, heavy buy in here lately. So people are getting excited to get into. What we're seeing, I think, is that we're finding people who have made profits getting back in. So they bought 18,000 worth, sold 59,000. So the P&L is 40,000, and they just put $7,000 back in. So what we're seeing are whales returning. This is whales returning to the market, which is cool to see. New person bought. This is a brand new wallet that just purchased some. Who's this guy? So this guy is one of the presale people and they just continue to dump. So this is not what you want. You don't want to see that. You do want to see that. That's cool. Blocks be snitching. Blocks is going to be snitching like crazy. Blocks is actually going to be snitching like a madman when it comes time to launch everything. We got 17 concurrent viewers right now, so thank you guys for sharing that live stream out. Make sure, if you're new here, understand we go live Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, to talk about decentralized science and the current state of crypto as a whole. Right now, DeSci is ripping. Axon and Data Lake are leading the charge, and so I am doing some analysis into Axon right now to see some of the biggest purchases in the last day or two. This wallet right here is just bought $4,600 worth 10 hours ago, and all they've been doing is purchasing. You see that? They bought $130,000 worth of NOBL, or of, I wish, of Axon, and they're just holding on. They're hanging on tight with it. We need Axon to $49. Oh my God, Crypto Keep. If Axon goes to $49, we're having that yacht party. Yeah, we need a chain map of movements for transactions. I agree. They do, like, we have something like that with the bubble map indicator, but I think having it in one centralized location will do better for chain analysis like this. So those are some of the biggest orders on Axon in the last 24 hours, which is cool. I want to check out Data Lake now. Data Lake being up 34% now. It was up 40% earlier today. It's still disgustingly small, especially when you compare it to Axon, and Axon's moving like crazy. I think Data Lake's got just as much potential to be a big mover. $2,300 just in buy orders, no selling. $6,000 on Data Lake just in buying. This is a new wallet. They got 1.6 million tokens. A $4,000 order, brand new wallet again. I'm curious though, because this could be insiders with multiple wallets, you know? Possible. We hit 17 concurrent right there, guys. Shout out all you guys, I appreciate it. We're back up, that was all-time highs. Like this investor, that investor live streams are currently breaking out live. We are breaking out live. This is crazy, that's crazy. See how easy it is to hype me up? So this person is somebody who already took a bunch of profits on Data Lake, but is now accumulating again. So again, it's a dolphin coming back in the market. We got a whale who is literally just stacking Data Lake. No selling on Data Lake. This is good. This is health. This is very healthy. But remember, I do, not to be the bearer of bad news or Debbie Downer, but it doesn't look as bad on this chart, but it looks as bad on Axon. But like DeSci pumps towards the end of a push in the market. I hope I'm wrong, I really do. I would love to eat my words and be dead wrong, because ultimately I'm not gonna dump my DeSci right now, because like these are disrespectful prices. Data Lake is just about to launch their L1. Why would I dump right as they're about to launch the L1? Right as we're bouncing off the bottom, I'm not gonna sell my coins right now because I'm held through a pretty large pullback, and I think that this was not the all-time highs, right? But it does tend to move towards the end of a rally in Bitcoin. I have an idea for BLOX. Truth, let's hear it. Let's hear it, Truth. All ideas are on the table. All of them. All ideas are on the table. And I just had some like, no, Patrick, shh, this is your company. Not, you can't be spilling secrets about your company yet. If BLOX has crypto influencer wallets, then could you tell what influencers a wallet follows? So you're saying like, I think what you're saying is creating like a neural web of wallets that are connected to the influencers. And yes, it's not going to be available immediately, but that is something I would like to create, is for you to, with the help of the language model that we're developing for it, I would like for you to be able to pick and choose and kind of like find an influencer's wallet and then see the neural network, see the entire list of wallets, but I'm a visual person, I'm not a reading person, see the entire network. So like, I'm very explicitly ready to get the death threats from influencers because we will be exposing a lot when it comes to the industry. Like I'm fully ready for that kind of stuff. Based on either their current holdings or their past history, yeah. And then you'll be able to create alerts for it so that if the influencer gets dropped tokens, like let's just say you're following me and all of a sudden, like the day before TGE for Poseidon DAO, let's say I was not as moral as I am and I decided to take a sponsored post with Poseidon DAO, which I have. I accepted that. I'm working with Poseidon DAO. But let's say I didn't announce that to you guys and what you guys saw was them send me $1,000 of Poseidon DAO tokens. You'd be able to see that I just got paid, and you could create alerts and know beforehand that somebody is about to make a video pushing it. You could see like a lot of people right now a lot of people actually, because a lot of individuals will post contract addresses onto Twitter, or on X. They're making bots that scrape X on like every half a second to see when a contract address gets posted by your favorite influencer. Imagine instead of doing that, you got your favorite influencer's wallet because they did a giveaway, and that giveaway exposed their wallet address to people. You took that wallet address and you put it into BLOX Solutions, and now instead of waiting for them to post the contract address, you immediately see when the wallet itself receives tokens. And so you can front run even the posting of the contract on X. See, this is what you gotta be thinking about. You gotta be thinking about the source. Get as close to the source as you can. BLOX is gonna enable that kind of stuff. Report DeSci Jeets to IRS. No, I'm serious with that one, Zach. Oh yeah, I'd like to work with the IRS if they're listening. Be able to report the DeSci Jeets. Motherfuckers. Stupid. Who's selling NOBL? Who keeps selling NOBL? Huh? Who keeps dumping it? Oh, it's up 7.5%. Apparently nobody be dumping right now. Who keeps dumping it though? Look at that. Come on, let's get back above this, please. Huh? It's not that hard. It's a $2 million market cap. It's super disrespected. This guy, new wallet. One of the presale people getting out. Hopefully these token unlocks are done. I would really love for the token unlocks to be done soon. Are you guys aware? You guys have token unlocks, right? Do you have any more token unlocks coming? Mine are done. I'm hoping your guys' are done as well, so I can stop seeing these random wallets buy 0 and sell all. Look at that. That's disrespectful. Bought 0, sold 3,000. This is respectful. Bought 1,000, sold 0. That's bullish. This rat bastard. You have one more. Let me check. Truth, you're a madman. I have Patrick's wallet address from the Athena DAO giveaway. Oh, God. God, please, no. You guys can actually, fun fact. Should I do it? Should I do it? Let's see. How many likes do you think we have on this? So we have 12 likes right now. Let me refresh and just check it out. Please stop. I don't want that. Clicked on an ad on my own video. We got 12 likes. We got 14 watching. If we get 14 likes, I will dox my own wallet. You guys can see my wallet, which is going to be scary. One of my wallets, though. Hey, Derek, chill. Derek. One of my wallets, though. The echo is pretty unreal. You know what's funny is that I put up a bunch of the sound pads around the walls, and they all fell off while I was away. So the echo was supposed to get fixed, but apparently the world doesn't want me to fix the echo. We'll fix it eventually, guys. But I feel like it's part of the lore. Is that not part of the excitement to being on one of those investors' live streams? Is that there's an echo and the quality of the live stream makes you feel like you're just sitting next to me. Cats say fell off. No, these were high up. These were like higher than the cats could reach. But Axon being back, so Axon being back at $700 is crazy bullish. Very excited for that for the portfolio. It was in line with NOBL just a couple weeks ago, but NOBL fell a little bit, Axon pumped a little bit. Jupiter was also in line with Axon, so I want Axon to keep rallying and keep on pushing forward. Now, when it comes to ICP, there is some exciting stuff happening in the ICP ecosystem. I don't think you guys pay as close of attention as ICP as you do DeSci, but you should, because there's a lot of motion happening. There's a lot of motion happening with ICP. And just like DeSci is an underdiscovered, underutilized area in the market, we got, let me just show you guys something, okay? KongSwap, a new decentralized exchange for ICP, with minimal gas fees because of the reverse gas model on ICP and the speed that ICP has lacklustered in. KongSwap came out recently, and look who is embracing it. We got Kyle. who works at DFINITY, the foundation of ICP. We got Pierre, who works at DFINITY, the chief business officer at DFINITY. We got Aaron talking about it because he's working there. We got Patrick talking about it because I'm an advisor for it. We got Dominic Williams, the CEO and founder of DFINITY and ICP, embracing KongSwap. KongSwap opens the door to DeFi on ICP that we have not yet seen for the ecosystem. And given that ICP, despite what you guys think about it, ICP is currently a $3.7 billion market cap, with a majority of that being in total value locked. So there is a lot of money sitting waiting for DeFi within ICP's ecosystem. They just got liquid staking, which means now you can actually do stuff with the money that you've staked. It's all piecing together very nicely, and stuff like Alpaca, which is basically your portfolio tracker, it has a coin at a $300,000 market cap. ICP has $3.7 billion of value in market cap, which is going to slowly flow into the DeFi ecosystem. The market cap of one of the current leading DeFi tools is under $1 million. So I think Alpaca goes to $100 million and it's at 300,000 right now, which means it's literally a 300x from here, right? That's insane. I think KongSwap is going to get some backing that we've never seen before. And it's just, whatever I think of ICP, I just think about IC pumpers. I mean, yeah, IC pumpers, low key though. Like, if you've seen, yes, it's a meme, and I would not recommend going into that group just because of how toxic it is. If you want a good laugh, I recommend going in because it is pretty funny. Like, I shouldn't say I don't recommend going into the group because it's Aaron's group and I like Aaron and I want him to succeed. This is over the span of a week, there were 500,000 messages in that chat. That's what I mean. Like, I recommend going in there because it's funny and you're going to find some good insider information. You're going to find a lot of cool things, but 500,000 messages in a week is nuts. But that's because they're all getting excited for DeFi to explode. All those people who are doing those messages are sitting on the sidelines waiting for ICP's DeFi ecosystem. And since I started talking about ICP, our viewership has gone down from 14 to 9, meaning that we saw a 30% reduction in viewers because I'm talking about ICP. Understand that that is a mistake on those people's parts. The people are leaving because they don't care about ICP, which is the opportunity for you to get in before they do care about ICP. And this is a volume metric of people waiting for ICP's DeFi ecosystem to explode. And we have Alpaca sitting at a disgustingly low market cap. We have ICP with, I think, like $1 billion in total value in TVL, which can now be unlocked to flow into DeFi. $1 billion. If Alpaca catches even 5% of that, you make 100x. How ICP doesn't have the same meme pool that Solana does. I don't even like Sol. I agree. ICP is working. So Alpaca not only is an app on your phone, but they also have a trading bot on Telegram. So you can on Telegram trade meme coins and utility coins on ICP, just like you can Solana. There's also a bot that they're in the middle of creating, not just Alpaca but ICP's DeFi plays, that is pumped up fund for ICP. So you can start creating meme coins. I know that Aaron and I have been talking with other large KOLs, large influencers about ICP, and they are interested in it because there is no gas fees for the users. The gas fees are to be paid by the developers, not the users. And so they're like, it's cheaper than Solana, right? And so there is a lot of attention coming to ICP. It just is not fully broken out yet, which is bullish for us. What meme coins on ICP are actually getting volume? EXE right now, I believe, is getting the most amount of volume. EXE, ICP. Yeah, Windows, it's EXE. I think they're like a $40 million market cap. I believe they're on CoinMarketCap. The market cap's 4 million. So EXE is getting the most amount of volume, I believe, on ICP, a $16,000 in volume. Again, this is where the opportunity comes. It's not happening yet. There is no volume yet. There is no volume yet. Kong swap opens the door for volume. The foundation is backing it. The foundation wants to promote it and push it. And we've seen the foundation pour hundreds of millions of dollars. Yes, we've seen the foundation pour hundreds of millions of dollars into the ecosystem plays that they are backing. Like we saw Hot or Not, that stupid SocialFi app that was built out on ICP, they raised 1 million ICP at like a $15 valuation for ICP. So that was $15 million they raised. KongSwap's got the foundation's backing, and they are going to open the door for that volume to come in. AlpacaFi is opening that door for that volume to come in. They're now finalizing, which is why I'm now talking about it relentlessly. They're now finalizing the launches and everything. So now is the time to be watching carefully on it. Clown was a lot of fun. Bob is pushing it like crazy. Bob actually just created an environment on ICP in which they were burning more ICP than was being minted. So ICP went deflationary because of Bob, which is a proof of work blockchain built on top of ICP. So it's a layer 2 basically. And it's just a fun little experiment that they're doing, but what it's ending up doing is making ICP deflationary, which is helping the token supply. Clown will be good play once volume picks up. I agree. Clown's going to be I mean, ICP is insane clown posse. So when people start coming to ICP, I think Clown pops off. I think Clown does really well. But remember, Clown had that bridge. So there are 2 clowns, and this is the real one now. Clown on ICP. So you had to swap your clown over, which is super easy, and they showed you how to do it if you want to do it. But Clown is microscopic. And the thing is that there's no place I can go to go watch these charts, and that's why DeFi hasn't been there. But again, Aaron and a lot of the plays he's working with are working to change that. So MCS, Magic Conch Shell. MCS is to be the DEX screener of ICP because none of the ICP plays are on DEX screener or DEX tools. And so MCS is going to be there to allow you to trade like that. Very exciting. All the tools are coming together by the end of the year. I would just be fully ready. Is ICP playing influencers to market? If not, how will they get attention? Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. I mean, just to be real with you right now, like KongSwap is paying me to be an advisor. So that's kind of like paying an influencer to market it. I am doing it because I'm excited that they're going to be able to open the door to DeFi, like I've just said over and over and over again here. But they are paying me. I applied to get a grant from Definity again. So that'll be kind of cool. If I do, I'm taking all of the money from it. I'll do giveaways with you guys to get people excited again, like I have every time I've received a grant. And then I'll be pumping it into the DeFi market because I think it's going to go crazy, crazy. Where was I? Oh yeah, MCS, look at that. It's down dramatically. It went all the way up to $90 per coin. Now it's at 11. So you're looking at some pretty good deals there. The tokenomics, the fully diluted market cap of MCS right now is $117,000. So you're getting like, yeah. Imagine if you could buy DEX Screener token. Where is the tokens? I want to see Alpacafy's market cap. Yeah, a $233,000 market cap for Alpacafy. I mean, it's a gamble, I guess, but I think that's a gamble I'm willing to take at least. Like a $250,000 market cap for one of the leading DeFi tools. It hasn't broken out yet. You can clearly see that downtrend, but one of the leading DeFi tools for ICP. Again, I know not everyone likes ICP, but at the end of the day, ICP has some of the most money locked up. Let me see. I forget what to be looking into or what to click on. I think this is not going to give me the IC skin. I forget what to search, which is making me mad because it's making me feel embarrassed to be in front of you guys and not even remember that it's ICP dashboard. Thank you. Thank you. The cycle burn rate, the transactions, the canisters. Look at that. I mean, they do 9,500 transactions a second, and this is in Ethereum qualified transactions. Like, they're doing 9,500 transactions a second. How nuts is that? It's not a slow chain. It's just that the infrastructure has not been built out appropriately to support DeFi. It's being built out to support other things, but that is changing literally right now. ICP total value locked, 100,000 million billion. They have $2 billion of TVL on ICP's chain. $2 billion of it. That is money that is available for decentralized finance. And some of the leading tools to allow you to tap into this are trading at $100,000 market caps and $300,000 market caps. I don't think I need to continue to harp in on that. It's a big opportunity. And I'm excited to help them out as much as I possibly can to enable this to get cracked into a little bit, especially with the liquid stake. Okay, yeah, I've gone over it a bunch. We go live Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, to talk about decentralized science, the broader crypto markets as a whole, and sometime when we are one day away from the first rate cut of the cycle, we talk about that as well. We've had a lot of new people come into the live stream today, and I had a lot of fun with you guys here talking about all things DeSci and ICP. Yeah, man, we're pumping. DeSci right now is pumping like crazy, and I am ecstatic about it. We got Data Lake still up 35%, Axon up 20%, Galeon up 17%, Genomes DAO up 8%, NOBL up 7.3%, and so on. Hopefully you guys are enjoying your portfolios today. I will be in the Discord chatting away with you guys, as I am going to be making as much content today as possible on Token 2049 in Singapore and all the different DeSci projects there. Your time is your most valuable asset. Hopefully this is worth investing it into. And I will see you guys tomorrow, same time.